So we're just testing out the coning effect of Brigitte's shield here when shielding a D.Va Bomb. I was kind of curious if the hitbox was bigger or not on Brigitte's shield or D.Va's Bomb. It seems like the shield's just slightly bigger. As we can see here, if a Tracer stands right behind the shield, obviously, it's going to block and the Tracer will not die. Once again, this test is to determine Brigitte shielding other players, if it's worth it or if it's just a personal matter. So if our Tracer goes off a bit more to the right here, and we do the same effect on solid ground, mind you. You can see the Tracer's there. The test is a success. Tracer's still alive. We're getting a bit of a coning effect, clearly, so it's not just directly behind. Now we're going to test an even wider angle here and see what is going to happen. Once again, the Tracer's protected. You can see where she's standing, so it's got quite a bit of an effect. If I stand back a bit, same spot for the Tracer's exposed, she dies. Here we're going to test some elevation, so if the D.Va explodes above, we're going to check some of the weird angles that people often talk about when it comes to Brigitte's shield. Now if I jump at just the right time here, as I do, the Tracer's still alive. Here we're going to test a really wide angle with Brigitte walking right up to the bomb still. The Tracer dies. As you can see, the angle is quite a bit higher on this test. So this is what things look like from Tracer's perspective. Again, shields in front. No problem. As you can see, Brigitte can almost walk halfway into D.Va's hitbox, and that blocks a significant amount of the bomb from that coning effect we can see, because I'm not directly behind the Brigitte here, but it's still protecting me. Now, obviously, if the D.Va changes the angle a bit, and it seems to be, if you can almost see more than half the D.Va, that is what kills you. Once again, we're going to try some elevation here. So again, from the Tracer's perspective, just keeping in mind, trying to keep the shield as the player, trying to get protected from the shield if you're trying to do so. More than half the D.Va's covered here, no problem. So the answer to the question really is here, is it worth Brigitte trying to block a bomb for the sake of protecting other players? And I'd say yes in most cases. If it's stationary on the ground, you're going to protect quite a bit of the field, and it's probably a good idea. As a Brigitte player myself, lately I've been wondering this, and because of the weird effects of her shield, we've also been wondering about the bottom two corners with their different shapes. For the opposing player, again, you're probably just going to try and place yourself behind the shield. Is it if it's worth doing so? Probably the case. When we're playing a Tracer like this with a recall or getting behind another corner quickly, it's probably worth it to just try and play the safe bet. But you can try and steer yourself behind the Brigitte to see if you can protect yourself. It does seem very possible. Once again, you just got to keep the shield between yourself and the bomb, and you'll be fine. Alright, and that's it. I just wanted to take a look at this. Thank you for joining us if you have. If you were curious about this yourself, I was mostly just checking for myself, so thank you guys.